Hey, welcome back to another episode of Cocktails for Quarantine. Today we're going to make a very classic cocktail called the Sidecar. It's one of my favorites. In fact, I think it's the first cocktail that I started to make at the house by myself. I had a Sidecar at a couple different bars, restaurants, and my friend Wendell bought me some Cognac. I think we got some triple sec or some Grand Marnier and started making them at the house and figuring out, that this was like a really tasty cocktail. It's refreshing. It's also warming, so it works in a lot of different seasons. It's a Cognac cocktail. There's not a lot of Cognac cocktails, so it's, if you have a Cognac laying around, which is also brandy, or let's get the ingredients out here. We're going to use a Cognac Cognac, which is not a very high-end Cognac. I have a really nice, 23-year Courvoisier that I was thinking about using to make this, but I just decided to pick up some cheaper Cognac. So Cognac is brandy. It's a little misunderstood sometimes, depending people like how you learn about it, but kind of like Champagne is a sparkling wine that's from the Champagne region of France. Cognac is a brandy that's from the Cognac region in southwest France. There's another slightly lesser known brandy called Armagnac, and it's from the Armagnac region. It's not distilled as much, so it's usually a lesser proof, but it can have a more complex flavor. So if you're looking for something to sip, try it in a brandy snifter, warmed up, pretty yummy. But yes, brandies, you can use a brandy for this and it'll taste great if you use a nice brandy. Brandies are all made from fruit. A lot of them are grapes, but there's a lot of different fruit brandies out there as well. Cognac is all made from grapes, obviously. So we're going to use Cognac. And then dry Curacao is probably my favorite orange liqueur for a Sidecar. Grand Marnier is used a lot, which is also another orange liqueur that's made with Cognac. Dry Curacao is made from actual Curacao oranges. The orange peels are distilled and then mixed with brandy and Cognac in the mixing, and it's sweetened. It's really nice. It's not overly sweet. A lot of orange flavor, really beautiful. But you could use Grand Marnier. A lot of people use Combière, which is another orange liqueur, or triple sec, and that's it for the alcohol. And then we've got some lemon juice, and we actually will use a little bit of orange juice as well, and a little bit of sugar to rim the glass. So let's make this. It's super easy. Get a shaker. This is a cobbler shaker. You can use anything you want. I've actually been using some Tupperware recently when my shakers are dirty, or if I'm making like a batch and you need something big to shake it in, you can use anything as long as it's airtight that you want to shake in. That's fine. We're going to start with our Cognac. So we're going to use 2 ounces of Cognac or brandy, whatever you got. Very nice. So there's a bit of a argument as to how to serve the Sidecar. If you rim the glass with sugar or not. If there's an orange peel or a lemon peel garnish. I think the original way they served it in France in the 20s was, and we're going to do 1 ounce of the dry Curacao or your orange liqueur of choice. They say that the Americanized version was with the sugared rim, but it's become very classic to drink it like that or to be served like that. So I think today we'll make it with the sugared rim, just because that's a classic way. I personally like to drink it in a rocks glass on the rocks. I think it's just a great drink in a rocks glass on the rocks, and it stays cooler longer. But traditionally it's in a cocktail glass or a coupe with a sugared rim. So that's how we'll do it today. Looks very pretty. And, sometimes you want a little sweeter profile on it too. So it's very nice. All right, fresh lemon. I'm gonna squeeze in 3/4. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, and then just do a splash of orange juice to smooth out the edges a little bit. So 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, freshly squeezed. Very nice. And then just 1/4 ounce, just a splash to round out, not make it so tart, of some orange juice. And that's it. There we go. So ice in the shaker. We got our cognac. We got our dry curacao, orange juice, a little splash of orange juice, and lemon juice. I'm gonna shake this guy out. I'm gonna shake it a lot. Really get those the citrus to open up. The more you shake, the more it opens up. A little froth going on too. I feel like if you get into the shaking process, it can look a little weird. Some people try to smile they're shaking. I can't concentrate that much. A friend of mine told me it's really weird if you shake it below the table. That's a bad idea. It doesn't look good, I guess. So we'll just try to shake it. All right, that feels nice and cold. And then we'll double strain it. Actually, before we do that, we will rim our glass here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of our lemon that we juiced, and right around the edge of the glass. Very nice. And then you can use granulated sugar. I think, super fine sugar is the way to go. I don't have any super fine sugar, so I kind of crushed up some regular granulated sugar to get the granules a little smaller, just because it's a little more dainty that way. There we go. All right, and now we will double strain. Such a pretty color. It's a good looking drink. We'll also do a little lemon garnish here. Little peel on the side. Straighten this guy out. It's a really great drink. I love this drink, and I got sidetracked mixing all other sorts of interesting drinks when I was learning about whiskeys and bourbon drinks, and there's so many great cocktails. But I recently came back to this one. I hadn't made it in a while, and it's such a well-balanced drink. You got to be careful to get the proportions right. You don't want to, if you go too heavy on the lemon juice, it can be distractingly tart. So pay attention to the proportions when you're putting it together. So here's your sidecar. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for joining us on Cocktails for Quarantines. We'll see you next time. Cocktails